So just in case, yeah, you didn't watch my last review, which I understand it was uploaded on Monday, I believe, and it was late, I know. But if you haven't, go watch the 2 OVAs that were released after season 1 of Noragami, because those OVAs, which are just basically extra episodes that actually are still canon, they are actually after the Bishamon arc, and it will help bridge this like the episode 6 to episode 7. Well, not really bridge, but it fills in the gap a little bit, and it gives you more Noragami to watch, and they're funny, and it's more Noragami. What more can you ask? What is up, ladies and gents? Nate here, bringing you my review of Noragami Aragoto episode 7. And in this episode, not only is it a transition episode, but it's also a nice step back because of all the high pacings that we had in the last 3 episodes, where it was just fight scene, exposition, more fighting, and it was just a bunch of action. So this episode was more of a breather and just relaxing a bit, and I feel like things are gonna start picking back up again, which is always. Anyway, one of the things I really liked from this episode was the fact that Bishamon, after everything that's happened, she still has to answer to higher ups, I guess, or a council, so to speak, that her actions are not going to be unnoticed, and it's nice to see that even the gods have some sort of justice system that does exist. We also get introduced to a new character, which I believe is also going to be the antagonist of the next arc, which is basically, I believe his name is Ebensu, and he's one of the gods of fortune, one of the 7 gods of fortune, excuse me, and he's trying to buy Yukine because he's a blessed vessel, and I guess those cost a lot of money, which, in their own right they do, because, they evolve and all that good stuff. And another thing I want to point out is that, the thing about Noragami that bugs me probably the most is the fact that Yato's swords, when he uses Yukine, it's never an appropriate side. There's not even an actual distance from how long the sword is, and it really bugs me because it's cosplay stuff don't know the actual measurement of Yato's sword, because and sometimes they look like short katanas, sometimes it looks like a really long katana. It's and I can't find any information on how long the sword actually is, so it just bugs me, because sometimes the sword's the length of his Yato's arm, sometimes the length of just his forearm. It's really weird, and it's they're big enough to be held in both hands. It's complicated. Anyway, going back on topic with the actual episode, I think a big major theme for this episode was greed and just money in general. And Yato, he says a really nice speech, and it's kind of directed towards Yukine and just towards the human race as a whole, where he talks about how money is a thing, and we're always so focused, and our lives just is surrounded by it, that we don't look towards other things. And as long as we get money as an outcome, it doesn't matter what we have to do to get it. It was a really nice speech, and it's also very true, which one of the things I like about Noragami, and why I think a lot of people also like it, is that the fact that it deals with these hardcore themes, or not hardcore, but they deal with topical themes, and there's nothing BS about oh, look, that kid has a harem and he's only 13. He's surrounded by his aunt that's apparently has the biggest boobs on the planet, and it's other stupid stuff. And that's personally why I enjoy Noragami, is the fact that not only does it blend dark humor and dark themes and humor in a nice comedic way, and it just ties in very well, but also, like I said, it just does, the animation's beautiful, everything about Noragami is beautiful. Why I enjoy it so much, if that makes any sense. I have dogs in the background and they're kind of distracting me, so I apologize. And there was also a deal that Yato made with the other god, the one that has a bunch of lady regulars, about one of the things that was part of the deal when he goes up to basically the heavens. One, he doesn't that guy doesn't get involved in any way, shape, or form. 2, Yato has to sever his ties with Hiyori. That doesn't happen, and there's some weird cut, and apparently it doesn't happen at all. So I don't, and Hiyori, being a strong female lead, she doesn't she wants to be part of Yato, and then I guess they're okay with it. So it was really weird on that edit. And another big theme was that the whole Yukine being an exemplar, just how Kazuma was or is for Bishamon. So that's really cool. And then we kind of, throughout this entire episode, we kind of just see Yukine fit into that role, which I thought was nice, because again, Yukine, I feel is getting the best character development out of everyone, out of all Noragami. Just the way when we first met him, he was whiny, he was bitchy, and now he's pretty cool. He's getting the hang of things, which I do enjoy. And yeah, And very last thing that I want to touch upon is that the fact that Hiyori, she makes a, it's not an actual shrine, but she makes a mini shrine for Yato, and we just see Yato cry, and honestly, to me, that was like, Hiyori, right in the feels, girl, right in the feels. And I was like on the verge of tears. I was like, damn, that was very emotional. And then like literally the last shot that you see as it zooms out and right before it cuts to the ending song is the fact that you see Hiyori's hands and they're all bandaged up, obviously because she was working with wood. She probably cut herself a few times, which I thought was a nice touch. And you just appreciate the show. Well, at least I appreciate the show for what it really is, and it's amazing. So my overall thoughts on this episode is that even though it is a transition episode and a breather where, we're transitioning from one arc to another, introducing, antagonists and all that whatnot, and what's going to be part of the next story and all that whatnot, it was still a very good episode. Again, animation is on point, excuse me. Music was on point. There was like this one soundtrack where I thought it like came straight out of Persona, and I was like, man, that was amazing. And the themes of greed and money, and just stepping up into a role as like an exemplar for Yukine, amazing all around. So again, Noragami is just amazing. I honestly haven't seen a bad episode of Noragami, even when like the second half of the first season was basically just filler arc because they were expecting the first arc that they did with Yukine to be a little bit longer. There even if it was filler, it was still pretty good. So I haven't seen a bad episode of Noragami yet. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours down in the comments below. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. I'll see you guys all next time. So till then, bye-bye.